All right, a lot of new information has come out regarding this whole post-match debacle between Conor McGregor and Khabib. Khabib, getting on top of the octagon and jumping off and basically lunging towards Dylan, one of Conor McGregor's teammates. Of course, now Khabib has come out and he said that this entire thing was started by Conor McGregor. And on top of that, Khabib is now talking about retiring or essentially quitting the UFC, potentially, because of a number of events that happened post match there. All right, you have Zubiria. Okay, let's just point this out. What happened here? All right, so what happened was obviously we had Khabib jump the cage, right, and into the crowd. And then after that, here's something a lot of people didn't notice. We're going to go over a number of things here. This is pretty crazy, actually. You're going to see a lot of stuff maybe you haven't seen yet. Or maybe you've seen bits and pieces of this. Let's check this out, all right? All right, so obviously there we saw Conor McGregor throw a left at Khabib's brother, all right? So what happened here? Now check this out. This is what's really went on. Okay, after that, what did we have? And actually, this is the damage that he did, all right? But what happened after that, all right? We had, let's see if I have it in here. I had it around here somewhere. I think it's actually in here. Is it in here? Actually, I had it open. Just one sec here. Let me see if I can find it. I think it was right here. Let's see if it shows up.
Well, Khabib wasn't kidding when he said no handshake after the fight. Oh! And now one of Nurmagomedov's teammates throws a right hand at Conor. All hell has broken.
All right, so that's Zubiria right there, right? So this guy, if I'll show my thing on the screen, my mouse. All right, this guy here just got, he's been basically let go by the UFC. All right, so he's no longer going to be, he's not going to be paid by the UFC. He's no longer going to be, he's not going to have any more matches. All right, you can see it right here. He talks about this. Khabib talks about the fact that he wants to potentially retire, quit the UFC because of this whole thing. Because Zubira has been canceled. His match has been canceled. So as a result, Khabib wants to quit as well. That's the latest, all right? So this never ends, all right? Obviously, what's so crazy about this, and this is a lot of what people are not aware of. You have Conor McGregor grabbing the gloves multiple times, grabbing the pants of Khabib several times in this match. He only got warned a couple times. I think he got warned once. I'll show you that in a minute here, but first, just check this out.
End up in some ways winning this situation because he's going to be the victim. So therefore, Khabib blew it. The stories, the public perception are all going to be on Conor's side. They're going to say, oh, he got jumped. Everyone feels sorry.
You might see this.
All right, so you can see him grabbing the gloves here. And he did far more than that. I mean, he did multiple things. You can see there he grabbed the gloves a few times. You can see over here. Okay, here we go. Check this out. Okay, so back of the head, elbow, which is illegal move. All right, so then you have actually, let me pull it back. This is where he's grabbing his pants. You can see it there. He's trying to grab his pants, and if Herb Dean points it out, gives him a warning. All right, so, I mean, here's the thing. Look, see, Conor McGregor obviously did a number of things that were against the rules, right? And this really set Khabib off. I mean, he really was getting offended by this. And it was pretty much driving him crazy because Herb Dean really wasn't doing much about it. He just gave him a warning, I think, one time. And this is what set him off at the end of the match. This is why, and then of course Dylan saying some stuff that has a few choice words to him from outside the ring, from outside the octagon. Just lit the candle, man, all the way. Just he jumped out, rushed him, but I think he realized what he was doing. He got out. He obviously lunged out of the cage, and then it's like he realized what he was doing. It's almost like he was like, oh, I can't do this, you know. And then at that point, we saw Conor McGregor give a left to Khabib's brother. All right, Khabib's brother up here. So actually, technically, Conor's the one that first threw it. All right, he's the first one to throw a left. Khabib just lunged down into the crowd. I don't think he really did any damage to anybody out there, from what I understand. So this is so from what I can tell, Conor McGregor got paid. Khabib didn't. Now one of Khabib's teammates has essentially lost his job in the UFC, right? So, I mean, it seems a little bit unfair, I would say, just a wee bit unfair here. And I can understand why Khabib is wanting to stand up for his teammate. You know, he's saying, look, if he's gone, I'm gone. And I don't, of course, obviously, I don't think Dana White is not that dumb. I think he's going to obviously want to keep Khabib on board. It's not rocket science, right? So I think in the end, Zubara is probably going to be retained by the UFC, I'm guessing. Honestly, this is just ridiculous. You know, this whole thing is pretty crazy. And I think Khabib deserves better than this. He didn't get paid. He's losing a teammate. I mean, come on. This is obvious. What did Conor McGregor do? He threw a dolly at a bus. Someone had to go to the hospital because of it. I mean, give me a break. Of course, he essentially got off the hook for it. We're not seeing the same thing with Khabib. This is a double standard, you know, playing favorites. Maybe because Conor McGregor pulls in the dough, right? He knows how to talk a game to basically sell tickets. You know what I mean? I think honestly, this has just been handled wrongly. I think that Khabib should probably get paid at this point because of all the ridiculous stuff going on here. I mean, obviously, maybe he should have. Obviously, he's had enough done to him at this point. At least he should get half his pay. I mean, give me a break. This is ridiculous. Conor McGregor clearly did wrong things here as well. I just showed you footage of him doing wrong things, several things. I mean, holding gloves, holding his pants, elbowing to the back of the head, a left to his brother. I mean, come on, what else? I mean, essentially, he did as much wrong as Khabib did, I think. Honestly, at this point, this is kind of how I look at it. It should be a fair measure between the two. What do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right? Because I'm kind of wondering what you guys think. You know, also, do you think there should be a rematch? Honestly, I think there should be at this point. I think even though Khabib clearly beat him, it's not rocket science. It's very obvious, but it's almost, you almost feel like it wasn't really given to you at this point. No pay, right? No pay. One of his teammates essentially is kicked out of the UFC. I mean, come on. Is this what you get for winning? Is this how the UFC treats winners? I mean, seriously. Obviously, Khabib messed up, and obviously he's gotten a lot of press coverage over this. But I think, you know, I think Khabib wouldn't mind a rematch anyways. I'm sure he'll, unless somehow Conor McGregor learns from his mistakes in his first match pretty quickly. I mean, he is pretty good at figuring out, you know, where he went wrong in a match. But honestly, I still don't think he would win a second time. I don't think Conor would pull it off. Um, I think Khabib is a little too good for him, but I guess we'll see. I honestly think it will happen. When will it happen? That's the question. Can Khabib get back into the United States? He's probably going to have trouble getting a visa now and such, but hopefully it does happen again. Let me know what you guys think, and thanks for watching.